Don't try anything funny, okay? We're all friends.
Exactly. We just had a couple of questions we were looking to get answered. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? Damn. I figured it was a long shot. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. But...
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But... those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you? Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio has come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them. About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
There's got to be a way in there.
Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller?
Hey there!
Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around. me introduce you to Davenport. He's been helping me with some reconnaissance. Keeping an eye on Appalachia.
Oh, so
I couldn't
good
have pulled
to
this
meet
place
you.
off without him.
The Overseer
Let's
has been
talk.
so excited.
Pretty crazy out there, huh? I know we have a lot to catch up on. But first, I have to ask. Did you finish the inoculation against the Scorched Plague? Please, it's vitally important. Good, because we're gonna need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. People from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around two of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing, defensive positions. They're coming to stay. Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about. I knew I could count on you. I'll work on finding a way to make enough of the inoculation for everyone. You just get them all to agree. Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might, need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting or whatever their word is for "we need to talk, don't shoot us." The ones to the south look more like a caravan of families, but who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them. Thank you. Really. It's good to have my Vault family around again. Anyway, I'm sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful out there.
Lady, I will paint the walls...
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you... Hey! Who the hell are... Whoa, you looking for trouble? Because you're gonna find it. Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort! Get out here!
Yeah? What, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey! You want to see if there's a tomorrow? Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your nasty crew is hiding out. What the... Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. Alright, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh, you know what? It's safer this way anyway.
I suppose. Well, well, aren't I lucky? You and that silvered tongue strode in here. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Thank you for the distraction there, friend. Now, why don't you come over here where I can get a look at you? Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. So, I'm all ears. Well, just give me 1... Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher?
Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75, but that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task? Hot dog. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone.
Glad to hear. You hear these rumors, right, about him? Well, don't... Now, what can I...
of the USSA. This is an emergency. USSA, come in. Please, come in. There was a malfunction upon re-entry. I repeat, we've crashed somewhere. Crew status unknown. Broadcasting my coordinates. Please hurry.
Look who it is. I was wondering when you'd show up. Not that I'm a stalker or anything, but I totally saw you heading my way. So, what's on your mind? You miss me? bet you think you're pretty clever there. No, I get it. I mean, I did maybe threaten you a teensy bit. But let's let bygones be bygones, huh? In fact, I'll even owe you one. How about that? Wow, cashing in that favor already, huh? I'm game. That group you're talking about is run by this gal named Meg. I saw him head in about the same time as those other folks at Spruce Knob. If you want to talk to Meg, you gotta get on her good side, and I'm pretty sure I can swing it. I thought you'd never ask. First, a peace offering. David had a trophy as a symbol of his leadership. You get that into Meg's hands, it's like passing the torch, right? Next, I'm gonna draw her ass out here with an extra special broadcast. Problem is, I need to access some old memory banks that David sealed off. He was an emotional guy. I get it. But I need you to find his original program, which I'm pretty sure he stashed at Rosalind's memorial. Yeah, about that. David sort of didn't want anyone to know about the memorial. He thought the others would think he'd gone soft, and well, he probably wasn't wrong. So, hope you like playing detective. You gotta get to David's room, get the trophy, and then find something that'll tell you where that memorial is. I ain't saying you'll have to trash the place, but you may have to trash the place. Easy peasy, right? Ha! I knew I could count on you! David's trophy? Pretty cool, right? Once Meg sees that, she's gonna know you mean business. She may have been a diehard, but they all started under David. Every single one of them. Even like our moms would have killed for that trophy. Us cutthroats had all the power and they knew it. And that trophy was the biggest symbol of them all. Nice to see it still in one piece. Hope we can say the same for Roslin's memorial in that AI program. Ooh, so that's where he's been hiding it. And that memorial ain't too shabby, especially since it's David we're talking about here. So now you'll have to repair that holotape, and there's only one place I can think of that may still have a functioning terminal to do it. It's out at Solomon's Pond. I know, you're thinking, what's tech like that doing out at such a cutesy little wilderness place? Let's just say some seriously intrusive operations went down there, so I'm pretty sure it's got just what we need. just when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape. As usual, so reliable. I love it. I gotta admit, I got some pretty mixed feelings on tapping into all these blocked files. On one hand, I'm sure David had his reasons for cutting me off. On the other, I'm pretty sure this would be a whole new world of entertainment for me. You know, you're right. I definitely deserve to know. Now, just give me a second. Bleep, bloop, blorp, I'm a computer. Oh my god! Talk about some serious drama here. This is some depressing shit. I mean, I knew David never got to say goodbye, but he really did hide what he went through. I like to think of myself as an upgrade, and I am pretty much irresistible. David only let me access the fun parts of Rosalind, but yeah, I can totally see why now. I mean, let's be honest, being all sappy and serious is a total downer. Blah. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, the plan. Let me just run some filters, a little arts and crafts, and... Are you kidding me? All this data and I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more itty-titty-witty holotape. Best bet is Arctos Pharma, David's old corporate stooge job. I need you to find me a holotape with David saying the word negotiate. My hero. Now get out there and do... Did I just say that?
yourself. Area secure. This area cleared. Proceeding with search protocol. This area.
Yes! Let's all beat up on the robot!
Note to self, book tickets to Pleasant Valley, also booked to DC. Bothers to check up on me. Oh yeah, and tell Rita to fire that cook, what's-her-name, because she completely ignored my express distaste of pickles. Pretty sure she does it on purpose at this point. Tessa, I need those reports by 3 today. Meeting.
Well, but ready as I'll ever be.
I'll be nervous. I didn't think you could do it. You wouldn't be going.
That's oddly reassuring, coming from
Take it as a compliment. You've got the business. Alright, folks, these terms are ridiculous. Absurd, even. I'm not signing until we see at least 80% profit.
These terms are perfectly reasonable. Since when are environmental laws and fair wages ridiculous and absurd?
Since they take away 30% of the profits we're set to gain, Lawrence, you can talk to me about fair wages when you give up your phone.
Come on, David. We need to wrap up this deal. Partners are getting impatient. Has to be room for negotiation here.
I'll be the one who says when it's time to negotiate here. Our partners are only impatient because they need this deal more than us. They just hope we don't realize it. Now go back to your desks and figure out how to get me that 80%, or I'll find someone else who can.
I gotta admit, I don't have many files on David and Rosalind talking about their pre-Raider days, so this will be pretty interesting. I'll just give it a quick listen. Yep, sounds like David all right. Ruthless even then. Getting back to business, a little slice and dice, some audio love, and voila! Mission accomplished. All you gotta do now is take a quick trip to the nearby relay tower and set up a new transmitter to get this bad boy broadcasting. It's so easy, a child could do it. Here's the program you'll need to run at the relay tower. Just load it up and follow directions. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this, really. And here, as a token of my gratitude, you can have this old holotape back as a souvenir.
transmitter connected. Beginning recorded message soon.
Hey, mate. Listen up. I'm David fucking Ford. Get your ass over here. Top of the world. Mezzanine. It's time to negotiate. I will kill every last one of you. Hey, mate. Listen up.
Broadcast is confirmed. Congratulations. Your transmitter is complete.
Sure, I could have got Meg out here lickety split. I mean, don't get me wrong, she really ain't my biggest fan. But believe me, this broadcast, way more fun. Now, you probably want to haul ass back to the mez. But something in all the racket. You're gonna want that place nice and tidy for when Meg shows up.
hell is this? Where's Thorpe? You got that old diaper pail on your side? So who the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers. Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubby hole and you think you can start making demands? Think again. David's trophy, huh? Wow, it must be dead. Or turned tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia. You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground. Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then? Sure as shit ain't falling for it now. Efficacy, huh? Maybe you do know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I got my own straight-line solution. Kill 'em all. Got a raid against a group of Scorch going down right now. Why don't you head on over, see a real plan in action? What are you talking about? Yeah, so we might lose a couple people. So what? We got numbers. Man. Shit, you're right. Just repeating the same mistakes. Okay, forget the raid. I'll get someone to call them home. You just work on that inoculation. Don't make me regret this, 7-6.
Raiders are just out there, waiting for a chance.
Can't believe I lost my nuka tapper saves.
Well, this is a little awkward. You're from one of the local vaults, right? Hope you don't mind us settling in your neighborhood, 'cause we're already kinda here. And if you want to kick us out, then the answer's no. If the walls weren't already kind of a statement to that effect. Inoculated? This some kind of a scare tactic? Huh? That might just explain a few things. But you're saying it's an infection. All my people are at risk? Thanks for the warning, but... You know, if I was a local on a campaign to keep people out of my neighborhood, I might say a few things too. I'll tell you what. One of my own is a doctor, Aubrey. I sent him ahead to start up an observation camp. Get the lay of things. You talk to him about this. If he's convinced, then I'm convinced too. Deal? Assuming he agrees with you about...
Next week it'll be my turn on guard duty. I hate those late nights walking around.
Sore all over.
Watch out.
Building this place up
You
is
never know
hard
when
work.
a raider might attack.
On the great day of reckoning, the worthy will become one with the divine light.
Stay back! You with those things? Huh? Answer me! He did? Never seen you before. You one of the locals? You got a hell of a welcoming party here, you know that? They hit us out of nowhere. Screams, gunshots, the sound of Kip getting his head caved in. God, I don't know how long I've been here. I guess I was just hoping it was all a nightmare, you know? Thanks. Yeah. I just needed to see a friendly face. I thought I'd be trapped here for the long haul. I don't have much to repay you. Well, I don't have anything at all, but if there's anything you need, just let me know. Those things are caused by infection? If that's the case, Paige needs to know as soon as possible. Any disease that can claim a human mind and turn us against ourselves is a major threat. How is it spread? And what's the incubation period? The symptoms? Is there a treatment? Thank God for that. If there's an inoculation, we need to get that to Foundation yesterday. This disease of yours is no joke. Thanks again. I'll be damn sure to avoid those things on my way back. I'll meet you there. Just need to rest.
Civilization is being rebuilt, right here at Foundation.
You talked to Aubrey yet? Damn it. Looks like I'll be paying a few families a visit soon. All right. If Aubrey's behind you, so am I. I'll get the details from him when he gets back. If you need to resupply, you should give Sonny a visit. Hell, after that ordeal, if you see a free bed in the boarding house, rest up. For now, you just hold up your end of the deal and get us that inoculation.
You're back. You get those settlements to see that they need our help? Good. I knew I could count on you. I've been looking into where we can mass produce the inoculation. Some of the obvious choices are messy, but if you just sit back and ask yourself, who could have manufactured a lot of specially formulated liquid in sterile packaging, it becomes obvious. Exactly. Great minds, huh? The local plant even has all the equipment to make experimental beverages. Perfect for us hacking in the inoculation. The current occupants were giving me some trouble, though. I could use your help on this one. Meet you there?
People have come back to this area. They'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. I got here first. Well, maybe you'll have...
Move along, rookie.
This is it. We need to get the power up and running and reformulate the machines for the inoculation. Fire everything up and try not to get killed. and antibodies. Easy, right? That's added your blood sample as an ingredient. I guess that technically makes you Nuka-Cola's newest flavor. Actually, maybe don't think about that too much. That's it! Now we just need to manufacture the formula. Well, that was... I'm sorry. I just can't help but wonder what it was like to actually work here. I mean, can you believe this? This is it. That's it! Freedom from the plague. In a bar. While you're handing those out, I'll start organizing things here and get a plan in place to get more to whomever needs them. Meet me back in Sutton when you're done.
You lost? Still waiting on you for that inoculation, 7-6. This is the inoculation you promised? Bottles of Nuka? You best start talking, 7-6. Clearly. And you can spare me the details. Wouldn't want you to hurt that brain of yours trying to use all the fancy words. I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
About
time to hit up a camp again. No way in hell I'm scavenging out there.
I heard this white stuff's hell on the eyes. Gives you a few ideas, doesn't it?
You following me, pal?
So what did my screw-up brother Creed...
Still waiting on that. What's this? Nuka-Cola? Nice looking label, I guess. What gives? We don't have to be anything. But fine. We'll hand it out with the next ration. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
The inoculations. They're on their way? What a relief, huh? We'll get shipments up and running in case that first batch wasn't enough. Look, I know you're doing more than your fair share of the work. Don't think I didn't notice. Thank you. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest? Exactly. And that's made the rumors about what's inside grow wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military. Over 25 years in the making for me, but it's time to finally see what it's hiding.
Hello there. I'm glad you stopped by. Wonderful. Sir, we're especially interested in the settlements known as the growth and development of these settlements. To that end, naturally, I'll compensate you for your... Excellent. Feeling brave, are you? You might have spotted, should the crops fail, the raiders would be forced to seek other foods, being forewarned of such a development. One possible area for raider expansion. We'd like to see if the raiders have made any... There's always...
You think the students never noticed who comes and goes?
It does not matter what you may have seen or heard before you graduated. Overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here. We need to discuss this ridiculous request of yours. The overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Baltic University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. There is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed.
You mean the vault simulation? That's ridiculous.
My programming dictates that the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your chief of...
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Intruder detected. Beginning search. And identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. Standing down.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow. There was a reactor leak. Kellerman. That's not. Dr. Laura headed. Everyone thinks it's a revenge. I'll be here.
I don't. And I'm... there might be... Just once any unpleasant.
You'll need to talk to Dr. Loris. He's in charge. Do you have a question of delusional paranoia? I suppose. You sure? By your order. All right, Brass. The Overseer and I are taking you in.
That right?
You going to make this easy for everyone?
Don't think I will. No.
Shame it had to end this way. At least it's settled. Thank you for your help, Overseer. Vault's a better place because of you.
We can take them. Big hit. Oh no, not today. That hurt. A little help.
Well, yes, I suppose. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance.
It was almost...
Yes, over.
Actually, I am. Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find
Oh, back to the usual dainty.
Here, this has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-line containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Even getting into the vault at all is gonna be a challenge, let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government. We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. To see that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Not my first pick, but it's hard to argue with your point. Do me a favor. Talk to them both. Get all the options on the table.
Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. It tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. It must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it. Well, if that don't pique my interest, please, go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79? This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me? Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6. Oh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. I don't take kindly to trespassers. You better show yourself the door.
Hey! No sudden movements. I'm watching you.
This place is way better than Sunny Top. Cooler, at least.
Hell yeah. Always be upgrading. That's what Avery says. We ditched Margie
Seems pretty
for Meg,
legit.
and that old ski slump for the crater.
Yeah, good thing, too. We'd either be long dead or one of those scorched things if we'd stuck with Margie.
No kidding. Bet they feel pretty stupid now.
Pretty dead, too.
I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig? I don't know, 50% of whatever we take in? Now remember who's gonna do all the heavy lifting in there. If the treasure's half as good as you say, it should be more than enough to set you up for life. And if you impress me enough, maybe you get to roll with us. That is, long as you're cool with people calling you a raider. Damn straight it does. So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, then do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig? Right on, 7-6. Do your thing. Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? I don't want the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig?
Can't push it.
Come to me all in a hurry. Now you're taking your sweet-ass time hanging around.
You're the fullest shitter you can
I'll
hang
get
out
you,
with.
7-6. Back off.
Is it daytime out there? You can lose track of time down here.
Sunny top. But cooler at least.
You're the new gal, aren't you? I seen you talking with Meg and poking around. That brings you to me.
Yeah, good thing, too. We'd either be long dead or one of those
Lou, huh?
things if we'd stuck with
I didn't know he was gone. Maybe he was just tired of being cooped up in that hole of his and went for some fresh air. Well, yes, I do. There's a lookout camp over yonder, on the other side of the valley, where he likes to go and, clear his head. You'll likely find him there. Okay. You got me. I confess. I intentionally misled you. But it's not what you think. I had to do it. I promised Lou I would try to throw people off his trail if they came looking for him. I was hoping he'd come to his senses, return by now, and this wouldn't be necessary. Truth is, I'm worried. When he left, he was more glum than usual, like something was weighing heavy on his mind. Nothing I'm aware of. Nothing truly bad ever seems to happen to him. In fact, if I was still a religious man, I would say God watches over him and has special plans for Lou here on this earth. Lou's one of the luckiest men alive. He's over 95 years old and still fit as a fiddle. Sharp as a tack. I've witnessed over a dozen times where something should have rightly killed any normal man. But not Lou.
Hey, what's up, Ivory?